Hi everyone, we're back today and I'm going to make a dish called Pitla. It is a dish made out of chickpea flour and onions and some spices. And this is a dish that actually reminds me of when I was growing up. We would do a lot of camping and we would do a lot of skiing. So in the winter we would go skiing every weekend, and in the summers we would go outdoors somewhere almost every weekend, and our families would really get together. And again, it was a lot about food and a lot about just, spending some time together. But now that I think back on those times, a lot of interesting things would happen even when we came back. So this was a meal that was usually prepared. We would come back from a big trip and probably usually end up at one of the family's houses, and the moms would get together and we would they would make a simple meal, which was this pitla and rice, and that's what the adults would have, and kids would usually have pizza or something. But it's always incredible to me to think about the fact that all of our moms would cook and clean and all of that when we were out on a picnic, but also come back and still make a great meal. So we're gonna get started. I'll introduce the ingredients in just a second. Okay, so you can see that I've gotten some of my ingredients already ready. You can do this as always. You can always just do it when, as you go along. That's the most efficient way. That's usually how I do it if I wasn't videotaping. But I've got about a half of a large onion right here. I've got a lemon, and I've got some cilantro to put on top. Now, two key ingredients. One is I've got a bunch of cloves of garlic and about 4 green chilies, and I'm going to use this to be able to just chop that down. Not chop it, I guess it's called to crush it. I'll probably do a little bit at a time here. Just show you how consistency you need to get it to. I've got my rice going behind me. You can probably hear the pressure cooker. I went ahead and got that started. Because we're going to serve this with rice. And basically you're smashing this so that you get the heat from the green chilies, and you release also all of the flavor from the garlic. So you can make this really fine if you want to, or you can kind of leave it in bigger chunks. I'm okay with leaving it in bigger chunks actually, because it gives a kick. I can feel it in my throat, right? So I'm okay with leaving it in big chunks because it's a little bit easier if the kids or somebody wants to take that out. And I'm going to do the rest. Yeah, those green chilies are pretty spicy. Hopefully it won't be too spicy. But once you put them in oil, you do fry that up a little bit. It won't be as spicy. But you want to keep the seeds in there. You do want this dish to have a bit of a kick. It's actually really known for that. Leave that here aside a little bit, and then you have this chickpea flour, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of make like a pancake batter out of this. I have 2 of this size of cups. I think that should be okay. And then I've got some just lukewarm water, and we're going to double the amount of water to the amount of flour. Again, it's chickpea flour. You can get it at the Indian store. And a half, I'm going to get a little bit more. And I'm going to make this into a pancake batter. And I want to have this be a little bit on the watery side because we're going to have it with rice. There's 2 ways you can make it. Maybe another time I'll show you the other way, which is a little bit more like you would have it with roti or something like that. So I'm just using my hand right now. And what I'm going to try to do is, you can use a whisk or something if you really want to, but I think what we're trying to do here is just release all of the get rid of all of the little knots. Okay? So I'm going to keep going there, and then we'll get started with the cooking in just a minute. This is what I'm going to do. So this is getting heated, and we're going to add some cumin. And you can see the oil isn't quite heated yet because it's not sizzling. So I'm going to wait for that to start sizzling and popping a little bit. The next thing to go in is going to be my garlic and green pepper. Now I'm handling this, but be really careful with it because you don't want to touch your eyes or anything like that afterwards. You can kind of see right now, see how it's starting to sizzle. So it's just about ready. I do have this on high heat. I'm going to turn it down to like medium high real quick. And go ahead and do this. Brown it just a tiny bit, and then we'll get going. Like I said, it's always really smells good now. You can smell the garlic and the green pepper and chili peppers. I forgot to put in the red chili, so we're going to put that in there too. So we're done. This is a little bit thicker than I expected it to be, but you know, it tastes really good. I can taste all of the perfect amount of spice from the green chilies, a good amount of garlic that tastes really good, and a lemon. I really like the lemon flavor in here. I even added a little bit more just to get it. And I'm gonna serve this with rice and a little bit of ghee on top. I'll show you that. And now this is pretty thick, so you could even have this with roti, but with the ghee, it will be perfect. So I'm going to just go ahead, put that on top of the rice, and then I've got my ghee over here. Pretty good. Very simple meal. So enjoy.